Good morning, everyone. We are the Group D, Section 3 students of Master's Program in Philippine Christian University, and we will be presenting the concept paper for our research titled Streamlining Public Services, the Impact of E-Government Systems on Citizen Convenience. Our presentation will provide a brief description of the research, followed by the background of the study, the research problem and objectives, expected output, and plans on how to do the research. Brief description of the research. While existing research highlights the benefits of online transaction, there is a need for a comprehensive analysis of their impact on citizen convenience. This research aims to explore the impact of online transaction using the e-government system on citizen convenience in national and local government. It will also examine how digital transformation has improved service delivery and identify areas for further enhancement. To define, government digital transformation or e-government system is the practice of using technology and digital solutions to modernize government operations, services, employee experience, and constituent engagement. Its benefit includes improved operations and use of resources more efficiently. It also speeds up service delivery and result in shorter waiting times. For public sector workers, it enables access to tools that allow them to work more productively without having to navigate a slew of manual processes. And for the citizens, the benefits include accessibility, avoiding long queues, face-to-face, and paper transactions. In addition, e-government systems plays a crucial role in fostering inclusivity by making public services accessible to marginalized groups. Through the use of multiple languages, e-government platforms can cater to the diverse needs of the population, ensuring that no one is left behind. The digital transformation of public services has gained momentum, especially during the pandemic times, driven by the need for efficiency and more accessibility.
With this digital transformation, several laws were enacted. These are Republic Act 1127, which is the National Payment, the National Digital Transformation Act, the Philippine Digital Competitiveness Act, Republic Act 11967 or the Internet Transaction Act of 2023, and the eGov.ph application. This transformation further, challenges were identified. These are digital divide, digital skills gap of the workforce, the country's digital infrastructure development, and cybersecurity concerns. This study will provide insights into how online transaction can improve public service delivery to benefit government agencies, policymakers, and citizens by identifying best practices and areas for improvement.
Research objective. The primary objective of the study is to assess the impact of online transactions on citizen convenience in national and local government services. The study will address the following questions. What are the benefits of online transactions for citizens? What challenges do citizens face when using online government services? What online transactions can be improved to enhance citizens' convenience? The hypothesis of the study, the implementation of online transaction systems in national and local government services significantly increases citizen convenience by reducing transaction time, enhancing service accessibility, and improving overall satisfaction with public services. Research methodology. Our research design will be mixed method approach combining quantitative survey and qualitative interviews. The target respondent for this study are college students, government employees in the private sector, and household sector. Expected output. Suggested model will help to visualize the relationship between different variables and how they contribute to the overall impact of online transactions on citizen convenience. And we have 6 variables, which is ease of use, service quality, citizen satisfaction, perceived value, citizen engagement, and efficiency. And the expected output of these variables are improved convenience, increased satisfaction, streamlined process. Recommendations for addressing challenges associated with online transaction and the validation of hypotheses related to the impact of online transactions on citizens' convenience.
Variables. Ease of use. How user-friendly and accessible the e-government system is. Second, service quality. The reliability, responsiveness, and overall quality of the e-government system. Third, citizen satisfaction. The level of satisfaction citizens feel with the e-government system. 4. Perceived value. How value citizens perceive the e-government system to be. 5. Citizen engagement. The extent to which citizens are willing to use and engage with the e-government systems. 6. Efficiency. The time and effort saved by using an e-government system compared to traditional methods. Next slide, please. Data gathering. Primary data. Surveys. Online surveys will be distributed to citizens who have used online government services. Second, interviews. Interviews will be conducted with the government official responsible for implementing online transaction systems. Secondary data. Existing research. A review of existing literature on the impact of online transaction on public services will be conducted. Second, government reports. Analysis of government reports and documented related to the implementation of performance of online transaction system. Third, case studies. Examination of case study from other countries of regions that have successfully implemented online transaction system in public service. Next slide, please. Data analysis. Use process analysis data. Statistical analysis software for quantitative data. Second, thematic analysis for qualitative data. Next slide, please. Timeline of research activities. January, literature review and development of research instruments. February, data collection, surveys, and interviews. March, data analysis and interpretation. And in April, report writing and presentation of findings. Next slide, please. And that's the end of our presentations. Once again, we are Group D, and I am Christian Oliver, together with
Vilma Gestiada,
Vilma Likud.
Maria Rodina Lucis.
thank you so much for listening.